Say goodbye to complicated spreadsheets. In this video, we will walk through the steps to track your rental. Click on Add Asset to import your rental. This should bring up our asset lookup modal. You can type your address and hit Search Asset. If there are multiple matching addresses, you can pick the right address. Click to import it. In the Import Asset modal, pick Rental as the type. Pick Owner as the role. Enter tenant email as optional. And pick if the rental is self-managed or not. If the rental is managed by a property manager, have them provide you the management platform they use for reporting purpose. This would help with importing those reports. We currently support quite a few platforms. If you don't see your platform, send us an email, info@bettercapital.us. We can add an importer. Click Save to import your asset. Once you import, you would be presented with your asset financials. When it comes to rental, you would want to track your income, expense and asset details. When it comes to tracking rental income, you have two main things: lease and deposit. You might also want to track other income sources like pet fee, storage fee, or parking fee. For a lease, we care about the amount, frequency, rent due date, lease end date, and whether or not you want a reminder. For a deposit, we care about the amount, frequency, the date it was paid, and whether or not you want a reminder. You can also click on the Add Income button to add any other income categories you wish to track. Let us say you want to track a pet fee as an additional income. You just enter the category as pet fee, input the amount, pick the right frequency, and due date, and click Save. Now you have added an additional income category. You can similarly add parking, storage, or any other income category that you want to track. When it comes to tracking rental expenses, there are a bunch of categories like taxes, insurance, mortgage, property management fee, HOA, etc. Taxes usually are paid yearly or half-yearly. Depending on how you pay, you can pick the number of installments, enter your amount, and pick the due dates. When it comes to insurance, you either pay it yearly or monthly. Enter your insurance amount and pick the frequency, and pick the proper due date. For mortgage, we have added Details modal, which captures additional information. Click on the gear icon to open the Details modal. Mortgage Details modal captures principal amount, interest rate, remaining years, and any inbound escrow amount. Fill this information and hit Update. We calculate the mortgage amount based on the details, and fill the mortgage amount field. Similar way you can track other expense categories. And if any category that you want to track is missing, you can add a new category by clicking the Add Expense button. When it comes to tracking rental asset details, you want to keep your ownership, investment, and valuation information up to date. We try to pre-fill this information from public records. In the ownership section, we capture the purchase date, purchase price, down payment amount, entity in which title is held, self-managed or not, management platform, and any additional notes. In the property info section, we capture the number of beds, baths, stories, year built, floor size, lot size, number of units. In the valuation info section, we capture the market value, land value, market rent, rehab estimate, and after repair value if it is rehabbed. Verify all the asset details to make sure they're accurate and hit update to save that information. The key to any investment is to measure the return on the investment. We make it easy to measure your asset performance. When you go to your Overview tab after entering all your financials, you will be able to see the projected cash flow, cap rate, equity, etc. In the projected cash flow graph, you should see the individual categories split up for both income and expense, and all the key KPIs to measure your performance. You can click on the date filters to narrow the data to specific dates or years. Since we didn't input any actual transactions, when you click on the Actual tab of the cash flow, it will be empty. In order for you to measure the actual return on investment, you need to add actual transactions. There are multiple ways to import actual transactions. In this video, we will just focus on one approach: manual transaction upload. Click on the Import button to get started. In the Import Transactions modal, pick Manual Past Years. Based on your purchase date, it will ask you to input the past 3 years' transactions, tax, rent, insurance. If you want to remove certain categories, click on the X button to delete that transaction. If you want to add additional categories, click on the Add Transaction button. Enter your category name, the year, amount, and frequency. Click on the Save button to save the transactions. Now when you go to your Overview tab, you should see the actual graphs updated. Given we imported past transactions, the actuals would be available only for last year. Select last year from the Date filter. You can go back to the Transactions tab and click on Import to import the current year's transactions. In the Import Transactions modal, pick Manual Current Year. Enter your current year's transactions, like taxes, rent, insurance, mortgage, etc. Hit Save to save the transactions. After importing current year transactions, click on the Overview tab to view the actuals for the current year. Every investment would have a bunch of documents. It is important to keep them organized in one place for future reference. Click on the Document tab and start organizing your asset-related documents. You can upload documents manually or via email. Click on the Upload via Email button. We create a unique email address for each of your assets, and only you can forward emails to that address. Any attachment forwarded to that email would be attached to the asset automatically. You can upload documents manually. Click on the Add Document button to upload documents. In the Add Documents modal, drag and drop your documents that you want to upload. Once you have added all the documents that you want to upload, hit the Upload button. Once your document is uploaded, categorize the document. Click on the Add Category button to add tags. Type in the appropriate tags for your documents, and press Tab to add more tags. Hit the Save Tags button to save. Keeping all the contacts related to your asset makes it easy for future collaboration. Click on the Contacts tab to start adding your contacts. Click on Add Contact to add your contact. Type in the contact email, select the appropriate role, and hit Save. You can always edit your contact or message them by clicking the Action button. That's it. Now you have the complete financial picture of your rental investment.